Hello, Vincenzo. I had difficulty getting on. I got out of the other class and I couldn't get back in. But I'm here now, so I'm glad that you're here.
Yes, yes, and
Welcome to
that's
class.
fine. That's fine. Yes.
Okay. Well, it's okay, but I still like to start on time as we're supposed to. And let me try to pull up today's lesson. Today's lesson is going to be New to America. So let me see if I can find New to America. Open. Are you doing okay today?
Yes, I'm very well. Thank you. What
Good.
about you?
I'm doing very well too. I'm doing well also. And
What's the time there?
it is 2:20. 2:20.
Oh, it's very early.
Yeah,
2:20
very
in the morning. In the morning, yes.
yes, in the morning, but I'm still trying to get to my vacation, so so I'll have a little extra cash on hand.
And how about the weather?
The weather's good. The weather's good as
Uh,
well. So everything's nice.
oh,
Everything is nice.
yeah, it's cloudy today.
It's cloudy for you?
Yeah.
Mm, you, America. And then let's see if I can get it up here. There we go. I think we've got it now. I hope this is it. Here it is. All right, so now I'm going to share our screen. And we're just going to dive right in and start reading. Please read the entire thing for me. All right? You may start.
Okay, but a little bit, but I have to use a lens in order to.
Okay.
This is what if you can't, no, you can't.
Now you can't see it.
No, wait a moment.
Now it's gone again.
Wait a moment, because I use a lens now. I'm going to use a lens. Oh no, I can't write lens, but I can write in Italian. Lens. Okay. Lente. Ah. Ok, attiva e disattiva. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Can I start?
Yes, please start.
Okay. Nancy was new to America. She came in America speaking only her native language. She brought her 8-year-old son with her. He was all she had in the world. Can you hear? There is a voice that is talking.
Okay, I'll mute my microphone. Yes, I can hear you. I'll mute my microphone. Continue.
Yes, there is another voice that is speaking. Can you hear it? Hello, teacher?
No, I'm
perfect.
Okay.
Because I have another voice. Okay, they found an apartment in Arcadia. They were there for only 2 months when a neighbor's dog jumped over the fence. The dog ran toward Nancy's son. Nancy put her body in between the dog and her son. The dog stopped when it saw Nancy screaming at it. She was going to punch it in the nose. The dog turned around. Shaking, Nancy took her son upstairs. They stayed in the apartment all weekend. Then Nancy found another apartment close to the school that her son was going to attend. She and her son walked everywhere. One day, her son started coughing badly. He had an asthma attack. All the walking was making his asthma worse. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me move. I'll move it down for you.
Yeah.
All the asthma was making his asthma worse. Okay, continue.
Shaking, Nancy took her son upstairs. They stayed in the apartment all weekend. Then Nancy found another apartment close to the school that her son was going to attend. She and her son walked everywhere. One day, her son started coughing badly. He had an asthma attack. All the walking was making his asthma worse.
Okay, Nancy knew.
Nancy knew that she had to buy a car. So she called up the Honda dealer. She talked to a salesman who spoke her language. She told him that she wanted to buy a new car if he could come over to pick her up. The salesman said he would be right over.
Okay, very nice reading. Very nice
Mm.
reading. Now let's go to. We're going to practice this dialogue, and when I say something, you will primarily say really, and then ask me a question, and I'm going to say really. I want you to get comfortable saying the word really. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So in this scenario, when you're told something about someone, say really, and ask a related question.
Mm.
I'm going to say, I'm from Nepal.
Really?
Now you have to ask me something related.
Really? Which city?
It's just a small city. I don't even want to mention the name.
Yes, because I'm from Nepal too.
Really? How long have you lived here?
Yes, I've lived here for 3 months.
Oh, really? What do you do here?
I am a computer programmer.
No, you ask me something.
Yes. What are you doing here?
I'm visiting my parents. And then you say, oh, really?
Really? It's yes, because I'm very interested in this fact. Because yes, I want to know about yourself.
Oh, really? And where does your parents live?
My parents live in Italy.
Oh, really? And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
Have two brother, one brother and a sister. They live in Italy.
Oh, really? Okay, so
Yeah.
that's using the oh, really. Now we're going to do this one and then make a related statement. So we just did that one. We're going to ask some WH questions. Who, what, when questions. Here's an example. Ask what questions to find out more information about your partner. Then respond to the information. For example, where do you work? I work at Maybe's. Really? We still will use really. What do you do? Where? Okay. Where do you work? I work at Best Buy.
Really? What do you do there?
I'm a sales clerk. What about you? Where do you work?
I work in a computer society.
Oh, really? Do you have a lot of customers?
Yes, I have a lot of customers because yes, I have to manage salaries.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's interesting.
yes. And what about you?
Well, I'm getting ready to quit my job because I don't like it.
Why don't you like it?
No, oh, really? Why don't you like it?
Really? Why don't you like it?
It doesn't pay enough, and I need more money. I want to buy a car. What about you? What about you? Do you have a car?
Yes, I have a car. It's very expensive because of the insurance. Insurance, yes, you have to pay a lot of money. And today,
Oh, really? What type of car do you have?
I have an Opel, a car. The brand is Opel. Yes, it's not so very. No, it doesn't use much gas, but it's always and all the same expensive. And what about you? Do you have a car?
Yes, but I want another car. That's why I'm quitting my job so I can get a better job and get me a nicer car. The one I have is already paid for.
What is it paid for? Yes. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't owe any money on the one that I have now.
Ah. So you are going to change your car?
Yes, I am, and get me a fancy car. I want a Cadillac.
Ah, Cadillac. Yes, it's a very very beautiful car. Yes, but it's an old type, an old type of Cadillac. Yes, but
Yes,
uh,
it's a big car.
it's a very fancy car. Yes,
Okay.
it's fantastic, fantastic. Yes, I would like to have a tour with you. Yes,
Okay.
with your car, with you
Well,
and your car.
all right. That sounds like a plan. I'm going to get the sporty Cadillac. I'm getting
Sporting?
the sporty one.
Sporting. Yes, sporting. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's convertible with a convertible top. We'll put the top down and let the wind blow in our hair.
Ah, yes, yes, because it's not very good for me, but it's all the same. It doesn't matter because I can lose some gray. Yeah,
Well,
but
you can put on a multitude color.
yes,
You
I
can
can
put a
put I can put a
multitude color
cap, a
star.
cap. Yes, it doesn't matter. I can put a cap. My hair.
That-
It
that-
doesn't, but it's very yes, in order to feel the fresh air. It's
mm,
fantastic. What do you think about? Do you agree?
yes, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
wonderful. All right, let's go to this dialogue, Vincenzo.
Yeah.
We'll read exactly what it says to get an idea. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yes.
I'll be A, you can be B.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you doing?
They're not saying the same thing, the same word. I said, no, wait a moment. No, because yes, I was at the end of the page. Oh, I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for asking.
No problem. So, how have you been?
I've been great. What about you?
I've been good. I'm in school right now.
What school do you go to?
I go to PCC.
Do you like it there?
It's okay. It's a really big campus.
Good luck with school.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, here's our more challenging activity for today.
I don't know
Um,
if this is the tone that they are speaking. They are talking teacher. Uh,
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
because
Okay,
maybe it could be very strange for an American or no. But I don't know.
no, give me five.
Intonation.
Give me
Yes.
5 words. 5 words.
5. Okay.
Mhm.
Bicycle. Right? Don't you? Okay. Bicycle. Planet. Saturn.
Spell it again.
Saturn.
Okay.
8. Yes. E poi
2 more.
converted. Easygoing. And
That's 5. Okay, whoever.
yes, five. Okay. 1, 2,
I'm
3,
gonna
4.
give you. I'm gonna give you 5.
5 more. Yeah.
And I'm going to give you an idiom. Can you think of an idiom?
Idiom. I'm in the corner.
You're in a corner.
Yeah.
I think
you have put me in a corner.
Okay. I put you in the hot seat.
In a hot seat. Yes.
Okay, so you're in the hot seat. Okay, and it can be something like this: equal. I am in the
Yes.
hot seat.
You can summarize the hot seat, no? Yes.
Okay, so that's what you will say. I want you to use the idiom, and I want you to use all of these words in your story. You may begin when you're ready.
Wait a moment, teacher. I can't understand what's the meaning of this waiver.
Okay, the waiver is what you get when you go to court, maybe, and the court says you don't have to pay the fine. They gave you a waiver. You don't have to pay the fee. You have been forgiven. A waiver means you have been forgiven of the debt. You don't have to pay. You do not have to pay. Hmm.
So waiver is the person that hasn't the possibility to pay. The waiver is a person that has not the possibility to pay the waiver. A waiver.
Right. If you don't have the ability to pay, then it has been
The
waived.
ability you say are saying the ability, not the possibility.
No, the ability. The
Ability.
ability. Yeah.
Ability.
You
Ah,
have you have the ability, or you could not have the ability. Either way, you're not paying. You do not have to pay.
I can understand what's the matter. If you
Okay. Your
can
rights
have
have
the
been
ability, okay,
here.
to have
Here I have.
not having the ability, what I will have it paralyzed. I don't understand.
Okay. Let's see.
Not
Okay. Here we go. Let me
oh
put it here.
dear, misdemeanor, misdemeanor. Okay, but it's another word. Okay, uh,
No.
in
Right.
chance with the side that it's at the end. Okay, yeah, it's a Z. Yes. Genza, in senso si significa spendi. He went to
Do you understand?
pardon. Okay, sì, traffic ticket, traffic for spending, for speeding, for speed, traffic ticket for traffic ticket, for speeding. He went to court and the fee was waived because he was able to ask for a pardon. A pardon? What is a pardon? Ask for,
Forgiveness for speeding.
pardon or pardon. For a pardon in English. Asking, okay, pardon, pardon is forgiveness. Yes, it was waived because was waived, well, reduced. No,
Hmm. Yeah.
was
No, pay to pay nothing.
waived. Pardon, waived. But it's like the wave of the sea, waved, not the
In
wave.
the military, they give waivers to the families because the husbands are gone. The parents.
They could not afford to pay for their food, and the store gave the mother a waiver for food. A waiver, uh, a possibility to have food. She purchased dollar. So the family could.
Okay, so a waiver is to give me something instead of money. You give me a piece of paper that I can take to the store, like a coupon.
Okay. It's a ticket, like a ticket that give you permission
Hmm.
to buy something.
Yes,
A waiver. It's yes. Uh,
yes,
in order that other people can recognize that you can't pay, but it's all the same.
exactly,
You can
exactly.
get those things that you have uh, taken from the supermarket or something like that. Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. But
Mm.
it doesn't have to
A
be food.
waiver.
It doesn't have
Okay.
to be food. It could be at the courthouse. It could be any place where you exchange money.
Yes.
Okay.
It's yes another way to take something. It can substitute the money. Can
Yes,
substitute
a substitute for something that
something.
requires
Yeah.
money. Hmm.
Oh, and now Miss the man and the mayor. This is the man.
Misdemeanor is a
Is the man.
crime. Misdemeanor is a crime that is committed, but you don't go to jail for it.
What kind of crime is it? Is it?
Uh,
It
uh,
is. Okay.
when you,
Is it?
reckless driving, smoking, illegal marijuana, uh, fighting with your neighbor. It's a misdemeanor.
No,
It's ag-
misdemeanor.
it's against the law, but it's not critical. It's not something that they send you to prison for.
Okay. It's like a fight between two neighbors or something. Yes, like
Hmm.
this is, but
Yes.
not very dangerous, not
Right.
very. How can I say? Problematic.
Not life threatening.
Yes. Okay. Converted is going settle. Okay, I can cough, dealer, fence, neighbor, punch, scream, bicycle, planet asthma. Oh. Okay. Can I start? It's very, it's a lot of
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Allora, yesterday when I was attending my class at the Verbing, I had a terrible cough. It seems that I had asthma, and so I went to my neighbor in order to get something for this. Um well, but I see that my neighbor wasn't in at home, and she was having some bicycle, and so I jumped over the fence because there was a cycle track near there, and then there was my neighbor. Uh, Coffee is already done. Okay, so it wasn't very strange because he was screaming, and at a certain point, in a way like easy going, he he said me that he was doing this bicycle, but that couldn't help me. He couldn't help me, so I have to give take have help with another people, and I went to a, a pharmacy, and they said me that I have to have a relevant problem, and I have mm, to have so it was like I was was falling from a planet like Saturn, and I couldn't stand with this problem with my cough. So uh, mm, the pharmacist gave me a waiver in order to go to the clinic,
Yes.
where, where,
Good.
where they punch me with yes, I don't know what's the name of the syringe thing. Punch me, and when I was attending for the result of this punching, uh, I yes, I don't know, teacher. I don't remember Miss. Yes, there was a people near to me, by me, that was insult me. I don't understand why, but it was a dealer, and it was a people very dynamic. So have a discussion with him, and at the end, I noticed that my asthma of the asthma coughing was past. I didn't have anymore this problem because of the medicine they gave me. So I don't know. Means it was also the fighting with my no, with my name with my neighbor person, no, my with the people near me. It was a misdemeanor thing, and what is linger? Teacher, I don't understand.
Linger means to hang around. You've got a lingering cough. Like it's getting better, but it's still lingering. It's not like it's getting.
Yeah, yes, I have a bit of lingering when I was attending in the waiting room of the clinic, and so I understood that my asthma was converted in another things that it was not so important. Okay. Yes, Matt. I'm not very fluent in this fact. Yeah, because
So I was in the hot seat when I had to make my story.
yes, you have to use also this. I
See,
didn't. I
see,
forgot.
I am in the hot seat.
Yes, I'm in the hot seat. Yes.
Okay.
Mm,
All right. So there you are.
mm.
And that took us to the end of our lesson for today. So let's
Yes,
see
I've
what.
tried. I tried not to have something, but is to try to make a real story, with all this word.
Okay, well
Not to be fantastic, much fantastic.
okay. Well, let's just
Yes.
try. Let's try again and make a story. Let's try to
Mm,
make the story again and tell the story. Tell the story from the
mm.
point of view of what
Oh,
we what you know in the story. Let me get
yeah.
to the story and see if you can tell the story.
Yes. And
Mm.
Nancy, yes, this is a story about Nancy. Nancy was new to America, and she went there with
Okay, here.
I
All
hate
right.
what's the man? What's
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
I'm going to give you words. I'm going to give you the words, and I want you to use only the words to tell the story. All right.
yes.
And let's see. Uh, that's not what I want. What I want is not up. Okay. Screen. Okay.
What are you trying? What are you doing?
Okay. Now, tell the story from these words. Tell the story as you remember it. All of these words are from the story.
Oh, using all these words, no? All these words.
But
Uh,
use these words in the story. Make sure that you only tell this story.
I don't
Nancy was
understand. Okay,
Nancy was
excuse me. These words are not related with the story. Yes, there are some words,
yeah,
but there are other words. Yes.
all of
What?
these all of
What?
these words are
Ah,
just
no, no, yeah, are connect. Yes, all this the words are related to the story. Yes.
okay. Now tell the story as you remember it.
Uh, using this word. Using this
Hmm.
word. Okay. Uh, mm, yes. When Nancy was at home, had a problem about the fence of his neighbor because there was a dog that was jumping over the fence,
Hmm.
and Nancy tried to defend her son and tried to punch the dog that punched the dog. So he screamed and neighbor has already said, and and he went to a dealer in order to buy a car, and but afterward his son was having a cough, and it was like asthma. So he took his son to the clinic in order to attend for a visit, in order to attend for a visit for his son.
Okay. Asthma? Did you?
Yes, I already said yes because I said it's a cough. It's something like asthma.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if we can tell the story again. All right, tell it again. Now the 10 went with the school he was going to attend.
Attend. Yeah, I can't attend something in a clinic. No, no, it's not possible to attend. No, to attend a visit. No.
Okay, so she wanted to move to a school where her son attended, where her
Uh,
son would be attending. They moved to a place closer to where her son would attend school.
attend school. Yes, you can attend school, but only school or not. There is other possibility to attend or not. Uh, uh,
Yeah, you can attend. You can
attend a lesson. Attend.
take attendance, find out how many people are there, how many people came to the class, how many people attended the class today. In this
Attend.
in this
Participate.
class,
Participate.
yes, participate, but
Participate. Okay.
but
Okay.
but 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 today we're talking about actually going to a place and participating. Okay?
Okay.
Tell me this story.
Another time.
Yep. Tell it to me again.
Okay. Yes. There was a problem with Nancy because the dog jumped over the fence and tried to attack her son. So, but Nancy put between the dog and his son in order to defend him and tried to punch the dog. So uh, he screamed, and 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 went to his neighbor. Near his neighbor there was a dealer. Nancy wanted to buy a car, and so she bought a car. Had another problem because his son was coughing, strangely coughing. It was taken by an attack of asthma. So he, yes, she solved this problem, uh, taking his son to the clinic and bought a new apartment that was near the school of his son, so his son could attend his lesson.
Okay. Now I'm going to read that story. Not read it. I'll tell you the story
Yeah.
as I remember the story. Nancy was new to America, and she and her son walked everywhere. Her son one day was coughing badly because he had an asthma attack.
Oh.
While they were walking, the neighbor's dog jumped
Mm.
over the fence, and Nancy started to scream at the dog, and she was going to punch the dog in the nose. She knew that she needed to buy a car, so she called up her dealer, and he said he would sell her a car. She got an apartment that was close to the school where her son was going to attend. Okay. Now, without looking at the story, I want you to retell the story. We have time for you to retell me that story. Tell me the story and try to tell me the story in the order in which the story happened. I will listen. Tell me how the story went.
Yes. Nancy was new to America, and she went there with his son, 8 years old. And yes, when she was there, the neighbor's dog jumped over the fence and tried to attack his son, but she.
No, that's her son. That's her son. Her son.
Her. I see her son because she's feminine. Her son. So she put between the dog and his son and punched the dog on the nose and screaming. So the dog turned and went away. But afterward, another problem with this son because it was taken by an asthma attack. So she had to take his son to a clinic in order to solve this problem. And afterward, she had the necessity to buy a new car. So he went to a dealer in order to buy a car. And what else? Yeah.
Okay.
And it found another apartment near the school of his son. They could attend school more easily.
Okay. Now I want you to try and tell me this story in 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Whenever you're ready. I'm looking at the clock now.
Yes.
You may begin.
And Nancy was new to America, so she went there with his son. And
her son.
Her son, and her son was attacked by a neighbor dog. Jumped over this fence. He defended his son. He punched the dog on the nose. So his son was taken by an attack of asthma. He solved this problem by taking.
Okay, stop.
Yes.
Okay, now I want you to listen to me tell the story. You don't have to tell everything. Just tell a few key things, like 4 things. All right, I'm going to tell in 30 seconds. This story is about Nancy, who's new to America. She came here with her son, and her son has asthma. They walked everywhere they went. One day while they were walking, a dog jumped over the fence, and Nancy started screaming at the dog, and she was going to punch the dog in the nose. So she knew she needed to get a car. So she went to a Honda dealer and asked, could he help? And he said, yes, he would be right over. And that is 30 seconds. All right. Now I'm going to do this in 15 seconds. And you just want to get shorter and shorter, but you're leaving out some of the ums and ahs because you're telling your brain that you know this. All right, here's 15 seconds of the same story with fewer details. This story is about Nancy and her son. They walked everywhere. Her son had asthma. He coughed, and one day a dog chased them. Nancy was going to hit the dog in the nose, and she knew she needed to buy a car. That's my 15 seconds. All right, now I want you to try again in 30 seconds and tell me the story. Tell me the story in 30 seconds, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Okay, let's try. And Nancy went to America with his son, 18 years old, defended by an attack from a dog, the neighbor's dog. His son was taken by asthma and solved this problem to the clinic, and he had the necessity to buy a car, so bought the car, and he took another apartment near the school of his son in order to facilitate his going to the school.
Okay, 30 seconds. Very good. You did that good, and you didn't have so many extra uhs and ums. And so what you're doing, you're training yourself, but you're getting better. You're training yourself to speak it, and that's great. We're almost at the top of the hour. Your final words, Vincenzo? Final words for the class.
It's always just a good exercise in order to I'm gonna say to sciogliere, what I'm gonna say, to sciogliere, to free from your difficulty, try to live freely what you think, what the concept that you have, in order to be more confident in your nature of find words without perhaps not thinking too much.
Yeah, without thinking too much. The words will come.
Yeah.
Okay, Vincenzo, I have another class coming up in 3 minutes. I need to scurry on over to that. Vincenzo, please send the message to me detailing your thoughts about the class, and I will respond to you. It's find my name and send the message, okay?
Yes, but I'm very not accustomed with this
social
network.
Well, this is just one more thing for you to learn. One more thing for you to learn. Okay, Vincenzo, take care. I'll see you soon.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye-bye.